You are listening for what are we doing? The Overly Unfiltered now.
We'll give you the wrap up of what's going on around the city and Overly Unfiltered.
We also on the video, so we just want to do a quick shout out to again Fly. Thanks for coming out. He bestowed us on some awesome CDs. So we actually got the hard copy. Malachi got one as well. He's getting it. You guys still need to go ahead if you haven't heard it already. He's dropped this like 2 weeks ago. I didn't know it was like that new. So that's really cool.
Check it out. It's on DatPiff. It's free to download. Don't get cheap about your space on your phone.
But you could always go to any other iTunes. What else? Spotify. Yeah, you can go ahead and throw him on Spotify. He's gonna be around and about. And then also his merch, make Eastside great again. Absolutely. And we're gonna be posting up later on again. If we didn't already, we'll post it once again. The Eastside anthem, pretty much. That's what it is. So we'll and we might even be throwing through rotation on the radio as well.
Big news in the city on the hip hop scene. One of our artists has made a big break. Even though I think his break happened last year with the Hustle Gang stuff. Hardo inks a record deal with Sony Records today. Okay. Sony Records, if I'm correct, owns like Warner. So it's a pretty big deal, at least for us. Like I said, it's the first street artist, because I don't consider Wiz or Max street artists or Pittsburgh Slim. So Wiz, hey, I remember you.
I was saying both, but he's like the Nas, he's street, but he knows how to package it the way that it's not.
Oh yeah. So shout out to. I'm assuming with this signing, we're gonna see more Hardo on like mainstream platforms, but we hopefully get to still get the city sense. The thing about Hardo is he still seems like he's one of the artists that just don't want to. He's not gonna leave Pittsburgh without a fight. Like he would rather get his money and stay. In other news going on around, like I said, we talked about Louisville firing Rick Pitino today. That's some big news. Also out in McKeesport, train derailment for all. The thing about living in Pittsburgh is like we have every mode of transportation within like a few feet of us, no matter where we live. But like you might not be able to ride the train, but if you was brave, you could hop on a train, probably just walking down your street. That's how it's that real, even in the suburbs, man. So,
but we were just talking about how weren't we talking about how that one girl just died?
Yeah, last week a girl died trying to jump on the train.
Don't be trying.
Yeah, that was the confusing thing about the story is we all thought she was like a vagabond or something, like somebody who did this professionally, and then we found out.
Went down to just train jump like.
That sounds like country people. It's like we tip cows. Like why?
Oh, we tip cows. So the city people, we jump trains. No, don't be doing that. No, don't be doing that. Yeah, we could hit. Yeah, but honestly, you used to be able to catch an Amtrak down in McKeesport, but now you could just catch it downtown. But yeah,
you ain't catching shit now. Anybody who's catching a train that needed to go east, just go home. Because I've seen the picture of this train derailment and it looks wild.
Where was it at? You said in McKeesport, so that's like.
It's behind like the. I'm assuming behind the transport center, but I did have like yeah, like I said, I had an exact name. It's behind one of the companies in there. I'll get that for y'all in a second. But yeah, no. Again, this is an awkward scene. For right now, I don't hear anything about deaths or anybody dying, but like a train. It's a cargo train, so it's nothing like the Philadelphia incident last week or last year, when all those people were on that train.
Most of the trains around here probably are from U.S. Steel to like just general cargo or something.
Right.
So you're not like other than one downtown, and that's the actual Amtrak, and that doesn't go in that direction like that.
Right. So yeah, but like I said, hopefully everybody's safe. Plan your trips accordingly out there, people, please. Yes. Also, I like to say a shout out to Chicago. 2 local policemen were disciplined because they kneeled with a protester. It's not the Overly Unfiltered because I don't think that's bad. But I don't know. When you're a cop protesting police brutality, there were 2 brothers, obviously, but they got in trouble for the picture. Like they took a picture with a protester kneeling down about. It's like a catch-22, but I don't know if you got to like discipline somebody for that. Maybe not sit at the same lunch table for them with
for
protesting yourself.
Protesting with someone.
Yeah.
To show that you understand or whatever relate to their issue. But if you kill someone, nothing happens to you as a cop. That's weird.
Y'all didn't hear.
So it's like the reason for the kneeling is because of cop police brutality.
Yeah.
Nothing happening to the police, and then the cop who does something
positive
gets reprimanded. It's like, that's not the one you want to see reprimanded. What about the one who shot someone? Like,
yeah,
that's the one you want. Like,
we want.
It's just so backwards, man. It's like bizarre.
Bizarre, yeah. We live in the bizarre world.
We live in the bizarre world. I think
yeah.
we're gonna wake up from that one day. Like that makes no sense.
Also, in a worldwide news, no matter what y'all think is going on in politics, the United States and Russia talk. And the United States and Russia are announced plans to build a moon base together on the moon.
Okay.
Which, again, like y'all can do all that Trump Putin talk y'all want. We are two of the most advanced countries on the planet. If we want to make efforts, we're going to have to work together sometimes. So just bring that up. Like I said, who's ready to who's ready to live on the moon permanently?
I'll go. I mean, yeah.
My thing is,
you know what? I don't need to live on this planet anymore. I'm sorry. I'm not ready, but
also, this is a update. I mean, something. This is like a alert? Yeah, this is an alert. My bad. If you have Apple, there have been a scam going on where you get a phone call from Apple it looks like it's coming from the Ross Park Mall Apple store, and they're scamming y'all. If you get that, call Apple and authorities and get your shit fixed. Don't pick up that phone call if you get a random phone call from the Apple store in Ross Park Mall. If you get that phone call, just go. Just ignore the call. Yeah, that happened this weekend. It's a big weekend because they just released some phones. So like if I have a scam on the phone weekend, or at least the first week after the phone weekend. Right. So I know, again, Ross Park Mall, I was out there this weekend on Saturday in the mall to go to the Apple store. It was so packed that I ended up just going to an electronics repair store down the street because I knew I was never going to get anybody in Apple to talk to me. So, yeah. And again, right now, it looks like Young Dolph is recovering well from his shooting yesterday, just to give y'all the update on Young Dolph. Like I said,
that's good.
Hope you're feeling better, man. Got to watch the life you live sometimes, man. Just keeping it unfiltered with you. Like I've seen the videos, I've seen the life you live. I cannot say that these are things that shock me when you out here doing the things that you do in your music videos. Also, another warning. This might not be a big deal if you live in Allegheny County, but if you live in the county surrounding Pittsburgh, Sonic now knows that they've had 5 million Sonic customers possibly affected by a data breach. I'm assuming something to do with credit cards and stolen credit cards and debit card information.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
There's only one in that's Washington County.
Washington. Well, there's one over. There's one on Route 19 just past South Hills Village, but it's like
I rode my bike down there
past.
once.
You rode your bike down there
from my house
to get Sonic. I think Sonic's okay. I've had. Sonic
I didn't do it just to go.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't I was like, oh well, you know what? Sonic's down the road.
You did a Harold and Kumar for some.
There's a trail. There's a trail through my area, and it goes from I think it goes from
Are you talking about the
Elizabeth
Passage?
Not the Passage, but that's Montour Trail, I think, and that one goes from Coriopolis to South Park, or that actually extends all the way up to the whole Passage. But anyways, I was just riding it, and I was like, oh, if I just cut off, I can get down to Sonic. So I was like, fuck it.
Again, a lot of people throw shade to Sonic. I think it's okay, but I don't need the. I like being able to sit in a restaurant every once in a while. So knowing that I have to be in a car and have to pull up to Sonic to get the food.
If there were more, maybe.
Sonic and Hardee's are the two ones where I'm like,
so far,
yeah.
You assume that I can't really even say.
I know, from where I live at now, it's still 35, 40 minutes away if you start from my house about.
The commercial, they're killing it.
Sonic, Hardee's, and Carl's Jr. Fuck y'all. Even though I know there's one over in Millville. Millville's the other side of the city to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the two restaurants where I'm I keep on. First thing, I just had this feeling that a Hardee's burger might taste nasty because they always look overly big.
Yeah.
But saying that, I get tired of seeing these good ass commercials. Hardee's out here with these half naked women eating their burgers and spitting it out after the take gets out. And Sonic out here. Sonic is the second best duo outside of the two guys that be fucking up the Allstate commercials, the two guys that aren't with Allstate.
Yeah.
Them two dudes on the Sonic commercials be funny as hell. So,
but then Wendy's on Twitter just murders everybody.
Oh no, Wendy's and Denny are online OGs. The fact that the people that control Wendy's and Denny's Facebook pages haven't been fired from their jobs means that the company itself is lit as fuck.
They've been talking shit on everything.
Oh no, people ask for it from Wendy's. Denny's is just playing, but people will come up to Wendy's oh, McFlurry is fired. I know this, and then Wendy's will cut you down.
Oh shit, yeah.
Shout out, like I said, I love watching. I'm not into Twitter. I don't like Twitter at all. If I go on Twitter, one of the two things you probably know I'm doing is checking out Wendy's or Denny's feed because they just go in on people. They'll put the promotions up and then you'll say something stupid and it's well, go down to that shit place down the street at McDonald's. It's not vulgar, but they'll say some shit that fuck McDonald's low key.
Yeah.
Wendy's and McDonald's, man. Fuck with y'all. That's the job.
That's the job I can't get fired from.
Before we finish off the show today, we're going to give you a different Overly Unfiltered than the average one. This Overly Unfiltered is to all our Steelers fans. And actually not to all our Steelers fans, the ignorant Steelers fans. Again, if you are mad and are upset about the protests and you want to give away your jerseys and stuff and not cut them up, give them to the gmworldwideradio.com. Just hit us up on gmwwradio@gmail.com, and we will send you an address and you can send all this stuff to us. I'm telling you. Saying that, man, this has gotten out of hand. We were talking yesterday about the police chief that just left his job because he called Tomlin the N-word. I have more people burning their clothes, and I've actually heard reports of people organized-wise sending packages, like folded, pressed and clean jerseys back to Heinz Field themselves. So now people are getting to that angry girlfriend, like the girlfriend that's ready to move on stage, where like they're neatly giving back their stuff.
That's the least.
That's done. Those people pick new teams. Them people are probably Patriots fans now.
Patriots? No. What do you? Where are the fans going? Like, what do you think is going to happen? Where did this? Like, are they done with NFL?
A crater hits Pittsburgh, and all the sports teams are gone forever, and they just have a memorial at all the NFL stadiums. What's your new squad, Malachi?
New football team?
Yeah.
Like, you just gave up on Steelers.
No, I'm saying like, dude, there was a reason that the Steelers are physically just not a possible. Yeah.
You did it that way. He said like you just upset with him.
But I know you'll never be that. They would have to come out and do something egregious, like fire every black player and go. Oh yeah, that's why I'm like, I just need to. Think about it.
I don't have a team on point that because I don't have.
No, there was people up here just straight up go Bears. Like people were just ready to be like go Bears when they played the Bears last week. I know he does. That's why I don't even ask you.
Yeah, well, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. Y'all can fuck up. Every one of y'all. I still get. I'll make it.
What kills me is he has like a team in each division, and they're all bad. They're all like, what was one of your teams?
All right, I'll go the AFC. Wait.
Oh no, Oakland. Oakland is this team that's winning right now.
Oakland's in the high like they're ranked high for me. You know, in teams I like.
All right, Oakland comes to no man, so I might know.
The main reason I'm not with Oakland, I think I do notice outside of Cowboys, I think Oakland's like the third most popular team in the city. I think it has a correlation with growing up with a part of your city named Oakland. Because it was a while where I was confused as a child.
But Madden, and it's just the way their football plays.
Yeah.
But there's certain teams that just got that, and the coach was like, Madden was a bucket was still out of the game.
I think it was the owner too.
Al Davis.
The original Al Davis.
That's like kind of us.
I could go like it would be between that or Miami for me. I can go. I would probably. It would be Oakland, and then like if like Oakland somehow fucked up, like they really couldn't. You don't got a team. You're just done.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that more than his. I'll just move on to the next one approach. So luckily I didn't pick my hometown team. So if the Rams just folded, I just go back. I just jump to the Steelers at that point.
Okay.
I got no reason to fight. Like it's the same thing with basketball. If we ever had a basketball team, I would root for the basketball team. Mm-hmm. I sadly root for the Pirates, and it feels sad. Get off the.
Right now, KD, so I'm going to say about the OKC. I was OKC.
All right, so we will jump around basketball. We'll hold everybody higher to football. Is what we do. Before I finish off, like I said, get back over to what we were doing overly unfiltered with the Steeler fans. There were some other things that popped up today. Again, Steeler fans are the biggest one. Season tickets and season licensing tickets cost a lot of fucking money. It doesn't matter what NFL stadium you go to. There are people giving up family size amount of tickets. I'm talking like 5 to 6 tickets that were held in a family for generations. They are giving them up.
I'll take them. Give me them.
I don't even make the game while the damn national anthem was playing. I have to do still get to the stadium or whatever.
When you're
to the stadium,
like, no, yeah. You usually
like you're there standing the whole time it's on. Like that's
I know. I mean, you're right.
Oh no! Don't give up, please.
You're hearing someone getting beer.
Yeah. Someone's like, "Can you get the beer before the game starts?" It's the anthem. Nobody cares. That's what.
Hey, I talked to a military vet 2 days ago. He says he wished it just go back to before 2009. They weren't even on the field. Like he said, and that was a military veteran who like just left service like 3 months ago.
It's football. It's not.
Again, outside of the fact that I have like legitimate fantasy football implications in my life, because that's like part of my life now. If I never played fantasy football. I honestly could say it's not because of the protests. It's not because I'm mad because people aren't standing. I'm honestly just done with the politics of football. That it would be the reason why I'd stop watching football. Not because of everybody's feelings. It's just the fact that, well, I don't care about y'all feelings about the stuff that I'm not like. I'm here to watch football. I love the sport of football. And I don't need that. And I've also watched football with no commentary on a TV. It's boring. So like the different like game, if there's gonna be no commentary, I might as well be there live.
Yeah.
And
except for Chris Collins.
Too now because of Curry and LeBron. So when that season comes, I don't think they're waiting. They're not waiting to, them too.
Well, no, the difference with the NBA, and the NBA did this back in 1997, which I just have incredible foresight. The NBA actually has a rule that you have to stand for the national anthem. It's been there since the 90s.
Wow.
Now nobody's tested them because I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the NBA player to just
say that you wear shirts and shit. So they stand and then they wear something for protest with shirts.
Compromise.
Like a lot of times.
That's true.
So that's their way.
Also, a hockey player, PK Subban from Nashville has already come out and said he will not. He'll be standing for the flags every time. Which I'm not even sure if PK Subban's from America, so it might just be a response. Yeah. So he definitely said, and then I gotta find the Penguin. There was a Penguin.
He's just starting in a rough sport, brother. We can't be the one. That's not the sport we want to, be the outcast dude.
He's the only.
He's like one of 3 starting type, like
Yeah.
It's not the you don't want to try to draw attention. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm not saying punk down or nothing.
No.
It would be a lot of unnecessary media for what you're doing right now. You're just sitting on the radar of them even being racist with you, so that'll just overdo it.
Oh yeah. So yeah, but and again, there was a Penguins player. I'm mad as shit because I lost the article. Like it's one of the things where it just went off. There was a Penguins player that came out today and said if it wasn't for the team decision to go to the White House, he would not have gone to the White House. Again, I am super upset.
He gets those. You don't want to go. You don't have to go.
But then you have a.
Yeah.
Listen, you become, detached from the team, even though he didn't necessarily want to be like that.
Yeah.
It still starts the whole issue. Well, one player said that, now 400 cameras are on him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
this is just I don't know.
Again, just like I understand everybody's side, especially if it's a group decision. Like it's a group decision that you kind of got to respect it. It's kind of like that vote thing. Like you vote to do something as a group, you just got to roll with it.
But it's still politics.
Yes.
It's like saying you want to go see the Pope. If it's not your religion, it would be kind of hard to force everybody to go do something like that. This is politics. Politics and religion is something that not everybody agrees with. So you can't just assume. You want to go see the Pope? No, I'm not into that. Like,
yeah.
I didn't go there, but I don't want to go see it. Like there's certain things that you can't just force someone to, and then that's why. It wasn't popular until Obama really to me.
Oh no, they've been doing this since the 80s.
I said they've been doing it, but popular, like where it's like, oh, everybody can't wait to go see the president. It was like
that's because I think Obama opened it up to more sports. I really think it was just the 4 major sports and maybe like football and college champions. I think he started bringing in like smaller college sports to come and see him and stuff. So now you're right. Like I said, it definitely wasn't the popular thing, but I've noticed it.
Yeah, I've seen it, but it wasn't like televised like it.
No, so it was never televised like it is.
But Obama thing became real.
Well, no, you know what? The reason it became real is because we knew people weren't going to go whenever it showed up to Trump. Like as soon as Trump won, it was like, well,
but you had to say that with Obama too. People that didn't want to go.
Not whole teams. There was never a whole team that just said no.
Well, no.
Now, there was.
Never said that against the whole sports. Like.
Oh no, I'm sure the Golden State Warriors weren't going before he said all this. Saying that, like, because I remember Tom Brady didn't go to the White House when Obama was in the White House, but he went this time. Now there was an excuse about his mom or something, but and I'm not going to doubt that his mom might have, because I think his mom passed away like a couple months later, so his mom might have been sick and he wanted to see her and stuff. But you skipped Obama's and you went to Trump's, where I ain't going to. Like, I'm a person that believes that a chance to go to the White House is special. Even though slaves made it, and we know the background story, it's still a special place to go. And that's why I'm like, I understand why for some people, especially where your background came from, it'd be hard to turn down a trip to the White House. Now you got to go see the other dude and shake his hand and give him that picture that has a number 45 on it, which are from your team. But I think the White House is itself. Like my thing, that would be my deal. Like, yo, so can I just get a tour? And then whenever y'all go to do pictures, I can bounce out to the side door, like just out. Like I don't really need to be on a picture with this dude. I got fans.
Visit the White House on like Wednesday.
Yeah, you could just get.
Actually, that's what I do, bro. Like I would go the day after, like either the day before or the day after my team. It's like, are you going to my house? Like, nah, I took a tour yesterday.
Yeah, I was there.
No, we're
Checking out the other stuff.
So yeah, that might be the way. That might be the sneaky way to do it. But again, y'all, this is GMOY Radio as always.
Please send us your Steelers stuff if you're done with the Steelers. Give us the free tickets. We'll go ahead and donate
all
them.
sizes, man.
This missed it. This missed the taste test, but we can taste it real quick.
Well, this is ketchup. I've had ketchup chips and I don't like some. Because nobody should be just eating ketchup.
Crow's got it on the spice, but not on the ketchup.
But ain't as good as the spice.
Ain't good as the spice.
We will get all of our updates for next week's shows, like rap jury and interviews, and I guess food tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, this was definitely an interesting day. Shout out to KK again, man. I've never been more excited to start my show late.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, they were kicking. I was getting so hyped up. I was like, oh, those a beat. I was like, maybe I'll just freestyle. No.
Yo, when I picked up the mic to tell people to freestyle, they was like, oh my god, no.
Everyone was like, no. We all
the thing is, man, if the day ever comes, that's where it is. I'm going, like, I'm doing all y'all trips and shit. I'm going to studios. Like, if I ever get up and like 4 bars sound straight together, it's over.
That's what it is. We reviewing it. We doing it.
But again, thank you again to everybody that tuned in. Thank you again for KK for giving us a. Like I said, I always love Wednesdays because I feel like people just stay in. Like we've already had an audience, and I always got to give KK the credit for that.
Yeah, she brings in the crowd. She knows how to rip it. Yeah, she got the beats and everything.
I say I'm just the voice and telling y'all facts. KK's talented. Like that's the easiest way to put it. But again, this is GMOY Radio Unfiltered. We'll be back with our miscellaneous episode tomorrow. It'll be mostly sports, but it's miscellaneous because we haven't found a topic yet. Follow me on IG and Twitter at JScottLine99
and James_Lame. And y'all already saw Fly Revolutionary Hustle. Get them on all the spectrums.
And remember, IG and Twitter for the radio station.
Yeah.
GMWW Radio. And GMWWRadio@gmail if you want to send us this music.
Please.
So, always. Again, next week I do have one of my artists up to right here. Lit King. Yeah, we just got the Lit King album for next week, so that's for sure. So yeah.
And then also on top of that, we haven't got our 3rd album yet, but we're doing Complex's Scattered Brains. Yep. So that'll be, he just released that like last Friday.
So for the 3rd time, I'll be saying goodbye. We're going to give it to you straight always. This is Unfiltered, GMOYradio.com, and we out.